Hi everyone, welcome back to the Bespoke Budgeter. My name is Becca. I've just come off a really long train journey. I had the best time in Manchester. I even discovered a new guilty pleasure. I had some time to spare on the train journey home and I of course turned to YouTube and I was recommended a video featuring Magnus Carlsen and speed chess. I've never played chess before in my life. I don't have a clue what any of the pieces do. In fact, I don't really know what's going on in the videos, but it's just fascinating to watch. He is truly brilliant. Magnus aside, what are we doing today? Well, we are going to be cash stuffing for week 4, the final week of January. Eek! But before we do that, we need to chat about week 3. It's been a really spendy old week. Here is my monthly overview for January. Let me zoom you in a touch. Today is the 22nd, which is here, and week 3 ran from the 15th to the 21st. On Sunday the 15th, I filmed my 3rd video, and I'd just like to say thank you so much to all of your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me. In that video, we hit a milestone of £1,000 in our 15k Go Big or Go Home challenge, which is incredible. And I deposited that money into a savings account via my local post office. That is now going to generate interest. We won't be tracking the interest on the tracker. That is just for our wage that we put in each month. However, I do have a plan for that money, which I will share at the end of the year. And then I made a payment to Gusto for £45 for our weekly box. Then on Monday the 16th, a payment of £20 went to Denplan, which came out of my dentist envelope. Denplan is a monthly payment that allows me 1 free checkup a year and 2 free hygienist appointments and free x-rays at my dentist. It works out cheaper to pay this monthly fee than it does to pay for each of those outright, so that's what I do. Then on Tuesday my video went live and it was a no spend day. Wednesday I went and saw the specialist and that cost £130, and that of course came out of dentist. We now have a plan in place and I will be sharing that over the coming weeks as we save towards each of those treatments. I haven't yet explained why I got referred to a specialist, so let's just quickly touch on that. My problem isn't my teeth. My teeth are okay. I have a couple of fillings, but on the whole they're pretty good. My problem lies in the fact that I have genetically developed gum disease, and my gum disease has progressed very quickly in a very short amount of time. I have significant bone loss, and given my age, that's super unusual. So I need to chuck quite a lot of money at it now to get this solved, and it is going to be really expensive, but my health and well-being is super important, so it is what it is. Then on the 19th we had another no spend. On Friday my Netflix payment came out and that was £6.99, and I took that from Fun Times. We don't have the super fancy Netflix because our internet is pants, so we just keep with the basic one. And then Saturday was a really spendy day, but every penny was absolutely worth it. So in the morning I brought a coffee and water from the coffee shop at the train station, and that came to £4.20. I need a coffee in the morning, otherwise I am not a functioning human being. We then went and watched The Lion King the musical. It was fabulous. I had the best time. It was incredible. It defied my expectations and more. If you ever get the opportunity to go and watch it, I highly recommend that you do. You will love it. And then in the evening, we went to Zzz's. I used my Jam Donut app to get some cash back, and I paid for 2 meals, 2 main meals, 2 desserts, 2 cocktails and a tip, and all of that came to £65. We then went to The Alchemist, one of our favourites. I got us 2 cocktails and that came to £20.80. And we also went to Flight Club, which do the most beautiful cocktails, and I ordered us 2 there and that came to £23, and all of these payments came out of Fun Times. And that is it for the week. On to cash stuffing. So this week we should have £322 to play with. Let's just count it up. So we have 50, 100, and then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 15, 20, and the 2 makes 322. Perfect. I am of course going to be popping them in my highlighters as usual. What do you guys think of my nails? They are brighter than I would usually go for, but given the weather here in the UK, we've gone from torrential storms and a lot of rain to freezing cold temperatures. They've really helped to put a smile on my face. So yeah. Up first is my expenses finder. So let's get it open. Bon Appetit is going to be getting its usual £45. So we have 20, 40 and 5. Beauty is going to be getting nothing because that is fully funded for the month of Jan. Time to Shop is also going to be getting nothing, and we have cash in there to spend next week. Dentist, we have £10 left over, and then we are going to be popping £100 in here this week. So let's just flip that over for a sec. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Ooh, they've all gone awry. And then what we need to do is we need to cross off some pigs to signify our spending so far. I've spent £150 this past week on dentists, so I'm going to cross off these 2 pigs. I know that they only signify 120, but the pig at the top is 40, so that is £10 too much. And then we also need to colour in 2 pigs, which is going to be this big one here and this one here, to signify the £100 that I popped in. So let's just quickly get that done. There we go, that is all done. Let's just pop that back, and it's nice to have cash to roll into January. What am I saying? February. It's nice to have cash to roll into February. And then Fun Times is getting nothing this week, but I do need to correct a whoopsie that I made last week. I popped £100 into this last week and only coloured in this pig here and this one down here, which is £60, not £100. So I need to colour in another pig, and then we need to cross them all off to signify the fact that we have spent all of that. So let's just grab my favourite highlighter, which is the neon one. There we go, so I've corrected that mistake, and now we are going to cross them all off. And that is now correct. Apologies for the mistake. I'm such a silly Billy sometimes. There we go, so that is done now. And then I Can and I Will Emergency Fund is getting nothing. Birthday, however, is going to be getting £25. Which is exciting. So we are going to do 20 and 5, and that means we get to colour in this one here and a little bit of the flame here. There we go, so birthday now has £25. It's nice to get that one started. And then rainy day fund is going to be getting my £2. I'm really enjoying this one, and I think I'm going to go with green and colour in this pink one here. There we go, so that's all done, and we need to grab this £2 here and pop that in. This is going to be a slow burner, but I'm really excited about this one, as I said, so yeah. That is my expenses binder done. Next up is this savings binder, which hasn't had a lot of love this month, but we are going to correct that now. We are going to be popping £10 into the £500 goal getter challenge, which is for my dog and her future health issues. She had surgery at the beginning of 2022, so I'm a bit of a worry pot, so each year I'm going to be saving a bit to make sure that I have money set aside for her future health issues. This doesn't include her food. We do things a little bit differently in this household. We have 3 dogs with 3 different owners, and they're all on raw food diets. And we started out buying their food individually, but our freezers became overwhelmed. So my mum came up with the idea that we each take 4 months out of the year to pay for all 3 dogs' food, biscuits and treats, flea and worm stuff and all of that fun stuff. So my brother is currently in charge of that. I will be taking over in May until August, and then it is on to my mum. So come May, June, July and August we will have that featured in my budget, but until then it is my brother's responsibility. So this week we are going to be popping, as I said, £10 in, and I get to colour in this little tiny pig down here. There we go, that is all done. Terribly, I know, but oh well. And then Let's Fly Away is getting nothing this week, and 'Tis the Season to be Jolly is also getting nothing, but we will be starting this next month, which is super exciting, so yay. Up next is the big boy, which is my Go Big or Go Home 15k savings challenge. We are going to be colouring in this pink one here, which is £140. Let's count that up first. So we have 2 50s, which is 100, and then 2 20s, which is 40. Let's just pop that to one side for a sec. And I think this week I'm going to go with blue. There we go, so that is all done. And we have managed to save this month £1,250, which is brilliant. It is our target for this month and I'm super chuffed about that, so yay. Let's just pop that back in. So that is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do consider subscribing. It means the absolute world to me. Next week we will be setting up our monthly budget for February, along with our usual fun stuff. So I hope to see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.